Turning is a really good way to always see where you're going, forwards and forwards and forwards. No, that didn't make any sense, didn't make any sense.
On a mission to find my bearings, on a coffee-fueled adventure to understand, help and explore as much as I physically can. With a little bit of talking, a healthy amount of movement, my name is Danny Aldridge. Skating is my life and this is my point.
Welcome back to another Danny's Point. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys some basic skate park skills. And so for that we need a basic skate park just like the one here. This ramp here is a jump box, that's for jumping over. This is a quarter pipe, essentially a quarter of a pipe, and this one is the half pipe, which is essentially half of a pipe. And today I'm going to be teaching you all the skills on the half pipe. So before we get started, safety first as usual. As I always say, wear all of your protective gear, your elbow pads, your knee pads, and especially your helmet. And I'm going to practice what I preach today, and I am going to be wearing the helmet to keep myself safe as well, because you only get one head, and it's very important to take care of it. Trust me on that. Let's move on. So today I'm using urban skates. I'm actually using my pro skate, the RBDA, which is a fantastic skate by the way. Urban skates are great for all-round skating and learning the basics on everything, which is why I'm using these today in the skate park to show you the basic skate park skills. Awesome. Before we get started, the most important things to riding a ramp is your body positioning and your feet positioning. So I am right-handed, so when I'm going forwards on the ramp, I have my right foot forward and my left leg slightly back, so they're staggered. This gives me more balance. If I'm going backwards, my right leg is slightly behind and my left leg is in front, and obviously I'm looking behind to see where I'm going. These are really, really important to get right before you start trying to hit the ramp and go super high and super fast. Please have a think about this before you get started, because it will make it a lot easier. A question that I get a lot is how do you go fast and higher once you learn the basics on a ramp? That is actually really simple and it's just technique. So it's all in your legs actually, in your thigh muscles. So basically when you go up the ramp, you extend your body almost straight. And as you come down through the curve, you pump with your legs muscles in your thighs to generate all the speed, and then once you hit the flat bottom, you stand up again and you repeat it on the other side. It doesn't matter if you're going forwards or backwards, it's always the same process. So I'm going to show you what I mean. And with this, you'll find that you won't have to skate much either. So I take one push, go up and up, pump down, up and a pump down, and now, boom! I've already got loads and loads of speed. It is literally that simple. The last thing I'm going to show you before we start riding this ramp is how to turn 180. As we saw a minute ago, I was just going up and down, and then once I taught you how to pump, you notice I started to turn. You don't necessarily have to jump out the ramp to turn, you can do it as low as possible. The reason why I show you this is so you can ride the ramp forwards at all time, which is actually sometimes a little bit easier for some people. So like before, we have our legs staggered like this. The reason for this, like I said, I'm right-handed and my right leg goes first, is because I turn to the right. And so this leg helps me to turn. If it's in front, I pop off it and I turn a bit. You really don't have to jump much. A little pop, boom, and round you go. Just like that. And it makes it ever so much easier if you carve across the ramp and use the whole ramp. And as you can see here, I'm not even jumping. I'm just rolling. So find your way of using the ramp, which actually will serve you best. I hope that helps. So now it's time to learn how to drop in. I have one rule for this. If you can get up the ramp, that's when you're allowed to come down it. So if you can't make it to the top of the ramp, you're not ready to drop in. And another little tip, some people get scared by these ramps. The one thing you don't want to be is scared. Enjoy it, you're going to learn something great. Even if you fall over, you're going to try again until you succeed. This ramp brings happiness, not pain. Remember that. Before we get started with the most important bit, the drop-in, I just want to explain a couple of little things to you. We'll try to anyway, it might get complicated. So, as you can see, the floor here is flat and I'm standing directly upright. As you can see, the ramp is curved, so it goes from here to there. No matter what part of the ramp you're on, you want to make sure you're upright for the part of the ramp that you're in. So essentially, if I want to go down this bit, if I stand directly upright, that is wrong. I want my body weight to be right over here. And as it starts to turn, our body weight and our position will change. So we're essentially standing straight up from whatever angle the ramp is. I hope that makes sense. So now we spoke about that, the next bit is how to actually drop in. So the best way to do it, you see I've got 4 wheels. I put the coping, which is the metal bar, in the middle of the 4 wheels, and that's how I'm gonna drop in, essentially. My weight goes onto my left foot, and then I'm gonna step my right foot into the ramp, and then off we go. The reason why we're stepping in is that allows our legs to be staggered when we first start. So if I've got this all right, I literally lift this leg up, drop it in, and boom, I'm in, and I'm out. It is really that simple how to drop in. Guys, no one ever taught me how to drop in, so I hope this helps you get started. So when we're learning these basic skills that I've taught you today and dropping in the ramp, remember, it won't always come straight away. You might have to keep practicing and practicing and practicing, but the more you practice, the easier it will come, and I guarantee you will be able to do it. Guys, thank you for watching another episode of Danny's Point. I hope my skills have been helpful. Take it easy and see you next time. Peace out.